let me just go across to Sandeep Ghosh. Sandeep, if you look at, say, Captain Amrinder Singh, he was hurt. He set up his own party. He himself lost from Patiala. Now, Ghulam Nabi Azad is testing the waters by starting his own party. It's all very well to say this Congress is a different Congress. It doesn't matter to us. We are hurt and all. But is that enough for, say, an Azad to actually win elections and provide a challenge to a national party like the Congress party? And do you think then, Sandeep, Congress may end up having the last laugh?
Since you raised about Captain Amrinder Singh, it doesn't matter whether Captain Amrinder Singh was won or lost, but what happened to Congress in Punjab? If after dumping Captain Amrinder Singh, Congress had won Punjab, all these arguments would disappear. But the fact is, Captain Amrinder Singh pointed out to a certain symptoms or a certain ailment in Congress, and that is what needs to be addressed. Captain Amrinder Singh is not so much of an issue, just like Ghulam Nabi Azad may not be of an issue. He's past mid-70s, and he could be having a limited shelf life in politics. But the issues which he is raising, I think that is much more important. It is not important, as our friend from Congress said, that whether one bucket goes out of the sea, but whether the sea levels are shrinking, as Tuhin was mentioning. I think that is of a greater point. Now, he mentioned about these recent rallies and recent, action by Congress. I would grant him. There has been a lot of, I think there has been traction. There has been engagement in these things. But what have the engagements been there for? Even if you see today's rally, definitely price rise is a big issue. But you said it was a massive rally, but from whatever pictures I've seen, there was still a lot of empty spaces within that Maidan. But more importantly, the focus really seemed to be Rahul Gandhi. We want Rahul Gandhi as president. Even before this, the so-called, the protests, which they again talked of doing, whether about the price rise or violence, was essentially for the family fighting against the ED interrogations of the family. So whenever it comes to the family, there is a rally. But whether it's on the issues, I repeat, price rise is a big issue, but is Congress really going after it in a systematic, cogent, coherent manner? Rahul Gandhi flies in this morning, almost like a visitor to Delhi, and then goes on to speak.
No, he's going to Gujarat also tomorrow. Then he starts off his Bharat Jodo Yatra. I'll come back to you, Sandeep. Arshpreet, I want to ask you, this is a very valid point which Sandeep Ghosh has raised. You may dismiss of Captain Amrinder Singh by saying he himself lost. You may dismiss of everyone who leaves the Congress party. But when they leave the Congress party is also not winning. Maybe at some point of time, the damage is being done. And second, is it going to be a Bharat Jodo Yatra, or is it going to be a plank to relaunch Rahul Gandhi yet again? Because I did see those posters at the Ramlila Maidan where they're saying Rahul Gandhi wapas aao, Congress Adhyaksh ban jao.
Number one, I'll start with the first question. You start with Captain Amrinder Singh. Now, this is what goes on to suggest the double standards of the BJP party. They say that the Congress party has this certain corrupt leader, this kind of a leader, and then he goes on to forge an alliance with Captain Amrinder Singh's party, which is Punjab Lok Congress. And Captain Amrinder Singh had IT-ED cases pending against him. So therefore, this shows how the BJP has a double yardstick, double standard when it comes to choosing leaders. And second of all, they have a big problem with Parivarvad. And why, for God's sake, did you induct Jyotiraditya?
Please ask me this question. Answer this question, Arshpreet. If you don't win elections, how are you going to have the last laugh?
Number one, winning elections. See, there was a time, if you remember, that the BJP party was at 2 seats in the Lok Sabha.
I'm talking about Congress, you're talking about BJP.
If you would kindly allow me the time to answer, since you've invited me, allow me the time to answer.
Please go ahead.
The BJP, there was a time back in the day when the BJP was at 2 seats, and now they are a two-tanki Satta party. And therefore, we are still in a way, way, way better position than what the BJP was back in the day.
God, I can't believe you're saying this.
Number three, I think it is unbelievable as to the amount of perception you've already drawn. If you want to have a fair debate, allow me to speak. Number three, you just said yourself, you attributed a statement to Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad, and you said that Mr. Azad just said that 1 year ago I had put before an issue before the CWC. So that is 1 year. What about the last 7 years? Why did you not speak then? Why did you not have a problem then? Why did you not quit the party then if nobody was hearing you? And number 4, if he gives advice, you know, he has a lot of experience. If somebody else gives advice, he's probably come there because of sycophancy. I think we need to, have better analyzing and analytical skills so that we can see that people have risen out of experience, out of hard work, and out of their time that they have given to the party. And number 6, leaders that lean towards the BJP, that go into the BJP. There is a reason behind that. Why a lot of leaders leave the party. Why a lot of leaders. Last point. So therefore, there's a reason as to why so many leaders do. BJP has apparently attained an expertise, in toppling governments and using the carrot and stick policy with regards to leaders. Goa, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya. These are the states where they have toppled the government.
At least in Madhya Pradesh, you were caught napping. At least in Madhya Pradesh, you were caught napping, Harshpreet. I think it's a little unfair that you will not allow me to ask this. No.
They have undermined the mandate of the people.
Okay, I've heard you out. I've heard you out. Can I ask? No. Harshpreet, come on, this is a little unfair.
May I complete? I'm just completing. After that, I'll give you all your answers. So if we were to go that way, on the way that the BJP party is functioning upon, I think it will be the most black day in the history of Congress party if we were to start doing what the BJP does in order to gain leaders. We'd rather have them
Ashpreet, I think it is very unfair now. Tuheen Sinha, I want you to come in here. Ashpreet, please. Ashpreet, please. No. Don't try those. No. Ashpreet, Tuheen, I want to ask you this last question before we wind up this debate over here. Does the BJP actually become a kind of a washing machine? You call them corrupt, वो आ जाते हैं, and suddenly there are no cases against them. Twin, please, if you could keep your reply brief because we've really run out of time.
Not at all. The conviction rate has been low, but then the acquittal rate has perhaps been equally